Voila. Now, for all y'all wondering what the heck this thing is and what I'm doing, is I got some scrap stainless steel from the recycle yard here and pick it up for next to nothing because somebody's already paid for it and they're just scrapping it. And so it's cheap, easy to work with. Anyways, what I'm doing is I'm going to make my own baffled catch can out of this, and I want the bottom of it to be tapered so it flows and collects in the central area, so when I put my drain valve down here it collects better. Anyways, on with the video. So after a little bit of forming and heating, this is what we've got so far. Got my outlet that is going to go to the intake. And I got my two inlets that are going to come from the block. And then down here, I'm going to make my drain valve. I got to knock the top off of this, see if I can close these up a little bit more so I can weld it, and then weld my petcock bung on there for my drain. Here's what I've done since last night. I made these tubes. Short one and a long one, just out of some 1/2-inch stainless steel tube that I had. Got my hole made out for my petcock valve bung. Haven't welded that on there yet. But anyways, so these tubes are going to go inside of here along with these AN bungs. So you got the AN bung, and then you're going to put the tube inside of that AN bung. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I don't have a tripod or anything, so I'm having to hold the camera. So anyways, tube goes inside like that. Tack the tube on to the bung, weld the bung to the hole. The tubes are going to come down to the bottom and be 1/4 to 1/2 inch off of the bottom here, so it directs the flow in the fitting down the tube, forces it to start at the bottom, and hopefully the vapors will separate from the air on its journey from here up to the top. Got this screen that I'm going to put in here, probably below, just below this first fitting, so that the vapors will hit that screen and hopefully it'll help it to separate. But just in case it don't, I have this fitting that still has yet to be welded on, or that bung, and then I'm going to put this brass filter inside this fitting so that any particles that make it past the screen will hopefully get caught by this filter before it exits back into my intake. Now, I called this a catch can. More what it is an Air Oil Separator catch can, or a baffled catch can Air Oil Separator. So I'm gonna get started on some welding and show you a little bit more as I go. Now I got this stuff tacked into place, and now you can see it take shape better. And that's what I was talking about the tubes. So they're going to be forced to the bottom, and then they got to work their way up, and hopefully the air and the oil and other vapors and particles will separate from each other, and all I'll get out of this bung is air, maybe a little fuel. Alright, I've got parts of it finished welded. I don't claim to be a professional or the best damn welder, but I don't do too bad. If I can get this thing to focus. I'm a hobby welder. It's functional. I can make it prettier. It's what grinders and flap wheels are for. So anyway, here's this much of it. This screen installed, and I've polished the can a little bit. Try not to go too much and grind all the metal off, but here's this stage of it. Playing around with the sandblaster and the torch. Took the screen out so I could clean the inside a little bit, and then we'll put the screen back in and get it fixed in place and seal it up and get it ready to put on the car. So I'll give you a little bit more video when I get a little more done. Alright, here it is, guys. Finished, ready to go. Might have to weld some mounting tabs on here, but man, this light is horrible. So weld some mounting tabs to replace that other catch can with, and we'll be in business for Air Oil Separator catch can. Alright, maybe I'll get you guys some shots of it once I get it installed on the car. Thanks for watching.